Hello and welcome all school age families to the second online version of the daily lessons from the YMCA school age department. I'm here with my co-host, Ms. Beasley. She's beside me, she's taking a little cat nap, but you'll be seeing her throughout the video if she decides to move around a little bit, which might involve her jumping around and pushing things over, but we'll see what happens when we get there. This daily lesson is going to involve some physical activity as well as problem solving. The parents are going to be somewhat of experts in this, so if you help out with your kids a little bit, they're going to be a little more amateurish in this. I myself have done this in the past a lot with my brother when we had bunk beds. It was a lot of fun. We had the fans blowing on it, and it made a really big room for a lot of activities that we could do inside of there, such as games, board games, eating snacks, coloring, and stuff like that. So without further ado, the lesson is going to be fort building. This activity is going to need the following items, such as board games. These are the minor ones at first, just because I want to get these in the camera right away. I have Flux here. I recommend it. Exploding Kittens is another one the kids have been enjoying. The one that I've played a couple times is called Hive. It's kind of a problem-based solving game. If you want to check it out from any gaming stores, if you are able to order online at this point, I highly recommend it. Other thing you'll need at the end of it, snacks. Gardettos are my favorite, so I'll bring them in at the end. If you want to get on my good side, these are the things you bring me, by the way. Pillows. I have multitudes of pillows, but here's just one example. I think I'm going to be putting 5 in there at the end of it. And then finally, blankets. I'm going to turn the camera a little bit. You'll see them all right there. Some big ones. Those are the ones you want to aim towards. The smaller ones might not work out so well. And then you can see all the furniture around me. Those are the things that are going to be moving around. Now throughout this video, I'm going to be moving the laptop around and maybe stopping and starting the video at different spots. So it might get a little choppy when I'm trying to move around and get things right. So please be patient with me as I'm still learning how to edit the videos as best I can to make sure everything's layering over as nicely as it's possible. Alright, so now we're on to the planning phase of what we want to do. Now I highly recommend that if any kids are planning on doing this, please get permission from your parents first before moving stuff around or like putting heavier stuff on other stuff, just because I don't want anyone getting bumped in the head with anything that drops off or falls or anything like that. Now my basic concept when I'm going into the fort building is I want the 2 outsides and I want a taller thing in the middle. Now if you see behind me, I have this ottoman right here. I'm going to move into the camera. I'm planning on having this as my middle part. The 2 couches on the side I'm going to do as my side parts, and I'm going to build around the ottoman and stack things up on the ottoman and have the blankets flowing from there as best as I can. I did a dry run of this and it went pretty well, but we'll see if I remember the direct measurements as I go through it and move stuff around again. Now I'm going to start moving stuff around. I'm going to keep the camera on. Let's see how fast I can do it and get things prepared. I'm going to move the ottoman out of the way, the blankets, pillows. Beasley's in the way. She's going to have to take a little break somewhere else. So, all right, let's get started, okay? First things first, ottoman, up and out of the way. Blankets, out of the way. Pillows, out of the way. Beasley, out of the way. I know, kitty. Here she is. She's pretty nice. All right, time to go. Okay, first step, I'm going to move this bigger couch on the side to in line with this ottoman as best as I can so I can keep this ottoman in the center part. So let's do this. I think the only way to start this video, move your furniture, is if you take them from friends and move it the right way. So you're going to hear me scream a little bit, but be careful. Pivot! Pivot. Pivot! Pivot! Okay. So, I got my first couch in line with how I want to do it, lined up with my plants on the side. That's how I had it the first time. I'm going to move the camera a little bit so you're going to get a bigger view of the apartment as we move around so I can get you guys a better shot of the middle part of it. So, follow me. Moving over to the kitchen area. Let's see how this one looks. There's some sunlight coming through. I apologize about that. I'll see what I can do about that later. But as you can see, I have my layout right here, the 2 couches on the sides, and then my ottoman in the center. I'm going to change how the ottoman looks because I don't think it's going to personally work that way. I don't want these legs sticking out or anything like that and poke anyone. So I'm going to change it to have a thing in the middle sticking up and build around that. So let's do that. I'm lucky enough to have these legs perfectly fit underneath the couches. So I have this nice center point that I can work off of with all my blankets. So, first set, done, middle part. Next, I'm going to do the blankets on the top and overlap them. Let's see how I can do. Last time it took me 3 blankets. I'm going to try that again, see how it goes. It went pretty well. Okay. First one, my weighted blanket, this one. Okay. I want to do this one, the back side of it. Now, as you can see, I made a mistake. That's where this problem solving comes in. These chairs are the wrong way. The cushions are facing me, so the blankets can't reach the back side of it, which is the taller side. So I'm going to have to rotate this couch around to have the bigger side towards me so I can stack it up better. So we got to do a little more rotation, and with that, you know how this goes. Pivot! Pivot! Last one for good measure. Pivot! And line it up. Alright. Like I said, a little trial and error is what you need. Now I have my couches lined up the way I want them. I'm going to stack the blankets up a little better this time, see how it goes. There we go. I'm going to bring you guys in for a closer shot so you can see. Follow me. Have the blanket stacked over the top, like this, covering the back end of it, but still standing on top of this, so I have all this room underneath that I can work with. Next one, second blanket. Let's do it. I'm gonna go with my big white one. This one's gonna go directly over the center. Now you can see how the center ottoman part is such a good structure to have in the center because it's so high up and it's pretty good in line with the couches, so I can build everything off of that. That's what you want to aim towards. If you don't have anything like that, you might need to problem solve, use something a little different. I tried using some of the light posts a little bit, some of the stands I have that hold blankets. If you have anything like that around, that'll work too, I assume. Last blanket, green one, my favorite color. Alright, let's do it. Up. Now, I'm not going to be putting any fans in or anything, because I don't think I need to blow these up a little bit. I think these are pretty good size. I'm going to flip the front up, so people are able to get in a little easier, especially like me, because I'm a little bigger at this point. Alright. Now, as you can see, I have the 3 blankets up here. I'm going to bring you in a little bit. I have the green one, the white one, and the first blue one on the end that I showed at the start. That's how I have it set up. If you have different ways to do it, let me know if you did it a different way. Maybe I'll try it out in the end. Now, I have a couple more blankets left. What I'm going to end up doing is bringing it inside and laying it on the carpet. I personally don't like laying on the carpet a lot of times, so I like to put it down a little flooring, such as the blankets and stuff like that. So we're going to be traveling a little bit inside the fort. It's going to get a little dark. I'm going to put you guys towards the far side so you get a little light. You can see me. Perfect. Okay. First blanket. Down here. I'm just laying it on the ground. Just because I don't want to get any carpet burns or anything on my knees. So, no big deal. Kids, I don't think we'll worry too much about it. Me, I don't want anything like that. So, that's what I do. Next part is the pillows. Now, I can't stress this enough. The more pillows, the better. I only am going to put 5 in here because that's all I need. That's all I got, unfortunately, but if I had more, I'd stick them in here. Let's go and grab them. Let's go backwards. Oh, freedom. Okay. I got my pillows, plus my bigger pillow. We're gonna stick these in here too. We're gonna stick them towards the end. I'm gonna put you guys like this, so you can see inside. This big pink one, I like to do in the corner. Just a little arm sticking out so people can see where they're going. I have my 4 pillows that are going onto the inside of it. Success. I have completed my fort for the most part. You can see the top, you can see straight through. I'm not gonna have anything collapsing on me. I have a blanket to lay on, the pillows to sleep on. I still like sleeping on my bed, so I think I'm still gonna do that, but I think I'll have some fun under here. I'm gonna go grab the games and snacks, bring them under here and see what else it looks like. Gotta get some Gardettos in me. Gardettos. Let's do exploding kittens. Going in backwards. And I'm just gonna be in the lower. I'm gonna grab that. Okay. That is the end of my lesson. I hope everyone had some fun with it, pivoted a little bit, did what they had to do. Here's Beasley again. She's just stopping by. But if you guys want to let me know what snacks you like, how your forts turned out. The only thing I wish I would have done a little differently is if I would have had a light inside of mine. That's why if you end up using like a lamp and you build it at the top and you build some blankets over it and then you have the light directly overhead, it works a little better. But I didn't want to do that with this one just because the ottoman was such a perfect size. I hope everyone stays safe and has a wonderful Thursday. Bye.